how to bring the sexy spark back. Be married for only 6 months. It works wonders.
I bet I will cut that out.
Yeah.
How are ya? Welcome back to the channel for a Monday video. Monday videos, as you know, can be a little bit of anything. It could be a sit-down video, a thrifting video, a cooking video. Today, we are going to have a video that is compiled of all little moments that have been cut out of the last couple months of vlogs. And I know some of y'all love these. I love watching these back because oftentimes it's like the most chaotic, most personality filled, just most kind of like random tidbits that are a little too much for a vlog, but are kind of fun on their own. Deleted scenes, if you will. Some of y'all are like, you know, if it's not like a consecutive vlog, I'm not really into it. And if that's you, I'm sorry, but these are honestly super helpful for me to incorporate every once in a while for my team because we have a couple people on fall vacation right now, and I am currently about to be on the road with Jordy, going to all of his Texas shows, and for the sake of scheduling, we just figured this would be easiest for all of us, and I really love watching these back. So I try to only do these once a quarter or so at the most, so if you enjoy these, this is the one for this quarter. I really hope it's fun for you, but we will be back to regular programming very soon when I'm back home and have an easy spot to film and when everyone's back around and ready to go. But as of now, I'm actually leaving mom and dad's house where I am right now in just a couple minutes. And we are going to New Braunfels and then Austin and then Dallas and then Waco and then Austin and then home. All in the next like 72 hours. So in the meantime, thank you for clicking on this video and supporting my channel. I hope you enjoy. If anything, just for some giggles. Here we go. I'm officially on the chomps train. I didn't see the hype before until I found the jalapeno ones. And I'm like, breakfast? Chopstick. Speaking of foods, this is actually a really weird thing I've been wanting to ask y'all's opinion on. But the last, honestly, like 6 days, I've felt so weird. I thought maybe I ate something I was allergic to, but I've felt like itchy all over my body. And I have had like kind of weird things happening with my stomach and a headache and just kind of stuffy. And I was trying to figure out what is up with me. Back in the day, before I got diagnosed with lupus, they briefly tried to diagnose me with something called mast cell activation syndrome, which is basically like your body can't regulate its histamine production. And for a while they put me on this medication for it, which was 2 injections a week of this medication. And I was on other injections too. So I was going in for like 7 different injections a week, which was crazy. And then I got diagnosed with lupus. And I don't know if that took away the mast cell activation syndrome because they were trying to figure out the cause for all the things happening on my skin. Anyways, the feeling that I've been feeling is how I feel when I forget to take my antihistamines. Like if I run out of my antihistamine medication, it feels like I have like fire ants all over my body. But I've been taking it and I've been feeling that way. So I was looking up high histamine foods, and I realized that so much of my diet is super high histamines. Like I eat so many fermented things, I eat a lot of cheese, I drink a lot of kombucha, I love pickles, I love sauerkraut. I've started drinking wine. Wine is a higher histamine thing. And so I'm wondering if I should try like a lower histamine diet for a while to see if that kind of re-regulates me and resets me. And if so, have any of you tried that? I honestly don't even know if they revoked my mast cell activation syndrome diagnosis or if that's still kind of technically something I have, but I'm not on medication for that anymore. And I don't really ever have an issue with like the itchiness unless I forget to take my antihistamine. I need to find a general doctor out here. I need to find a primary care physician. I've been behind on doing that, but I think that I've just been eating a ton of really high histamine foods and that's what is making me feel that way. So anyways, I might need to like reassess my kind of shopping list for the next little bit and stop drinking so many kombuchas for a minute. I'm gonna make a little snack before I go. I was influenced by a friend to buy these tortillas. I had never seen them before, but she lives down the street from Whole Foods, so we went together. And there's not a close Whole Foods to me here, which is really a sad thing about Oceanside. But she was like, these are actually the best gluten-free tortillas. They're cassava. And they are expensive, but they came to a lot cheaper per tortilla than Siete. which was my favorite tortilla. And they are really good. I have one left and it expires in a couple days. So I'm gonna make a little tiny quesadilla. I'm trying to eat up random stuff. I have a little bit of Parmesan left that I also need to eat up. But if you see those tortillas in store and you're gluten-free, they actually have a really good hold to them. So I do recommend. She was right. She did a good job influencing me. I'm gonna get a little bit funky with it and add some fig butter. One-handed, not easy. I'm also gonna add some chili crisp oil. I feel like that'll make for a nicely balanced, funky quesadilla. Oh, Parmesan fig and chili crisp. Pretty good combo. Brief intermission while I make dinner, which is just a frozen Trader Joe's meal. Hack to making frozen food feel a little more special is just adding herbs on top. And then also, I am so salt addicted, it's not even funny. I always feel like things need more salt, which is a me problem. But I like to add some flaky salt and some herbs on top of anything frozen that I ever make. Kind of tricks your mind. But the blueberry ones are hard because I came in here to hang the towel and see how it looks. Honestly, I do love the navy against the brown, but maybe we just changed the shade. But anyways, I'm getting distracted. I had set this out to tell y'all that I had tried this face mask. I just found it in my drawer. I don't know how long I've had it, but I tried this face mask a little over a week ago because I was having all these bumps, and like you can see another one forming, but I had like a ton of those during my week off. And then I did this, and the next morning, I swear, my skin was so much clearer, literally overnight. I don't know if it was a fluke or not, but it's been another week and I'm having some more breakouts. My skin's just been changing a lot ever since I got off birth control. I think it's, of course, changing my hormones, whatever. But I think I'm gonna try this again tonight. So I set it out to remember to do it tonight and to tell y'all about it. I think they sent it to me. I have no idea what the price point is. I should look it up. I know that Caudalie is a nice brand. So it might be a little spency, but it really worked. But I'm gonna try it again and let you know if it's a fluke or not. Leave home, put on some comfy pants. As soon as I get home, this is the first thing I do. And also put these babies in some water. Look at how pretty that is. I'm just like, I love them. She told me some of the names of some of them, but this one that's locally grown, a few of them are. But I just love how they're almost like ranunculus, that kind of like bobble. But also, I've been wearing ballet flats all day, and I feel like I've just gotten totally accustomed to wearing open-toed shoes. Can you hear? A vocal take is happening in there. And I feel like my feet get hot now, so I'm just gonna quick little cool down. Quick little cool down. Walking up for a little girl date with Mom. Did you know people get really annoyed when I call myself a girl? Why? Instead of a woman.
Oh, okay.
I'm just a girl.
I think I'm a girl.
I'm just a girl. I can't tell you how much I hate this. Like, that's what nightmares are made of. Which one am I? Oh gosh, the longer you look at it, the worse it gets.
You're definitely that rat though.
Yeah, I'm the rat. No, I'm probably this little gal just strolling along.
I'm the witch.
The witch. That's terrifying. I hate it. I hate it.
Think I'm that
I hate it. I hate it. Another little thing just came in the mail that's a house project that I feel like 80% confident I can do by myself before Jordy gets out of his lesson. And I'd love to attempt. Also, Jordy got these hydrangeas a few days ago for me, and I've never had hydrangeas live more than a day. This was probably 3 or 4 days ago, and they're still thriving. I have no idea why these are doing well versus every other hydrangea. I've swore off of buying them because they never live. I'm getting distracted. Anyways. Okay, so this blind broke, which is a bummer because I like these. I like these enough to keep these, and also we were hopefully in the next month or two going to work with a designer to do a room redo, and I don't know what vibe she would want for window treatments, but it's been driving me crazy to have this closed all day long. Like, it doesn't lift up, and I feel like my tree's starting to get sad. So I went on Amazon and did a lot of research because there's not a ton that come in this size, but I literally just ordered the cheapest one they have. If it works well enough, I'll get a matching one for this window, so at least they're uniform. But The options were pretty much only white, unless I wanted to spend double the price. And I don't know if it's just gonna be more white in this already very beige room, but they were 50 bucks. So if anything, if it's temporary, it's okay, but at least we can have the windows open again in here. And I'm pretty confident that the way this is set up is the same as this. So I might be able to just reinstall it without having to use any sort of tool. Basically just unscrew that one and re-screw this one, and then we'll see how potentially light blocking it is, because I do want it to be not blackout, but like pretty heavily filtering. Because if it's blackout, I'll never wake up, but if it's not filtering enough, I'll wake up too early. So I need like a hint of sun. Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be the same. We've also officially entered window AC season, because as you probably already know, we don't have AC in this house, and it's officially getting hot at nighttime, so we whipped that out. What else is holding this up? Oh, interesting. This isn't good. They cut into the window trim to get these to fit. How did they literally do that?
Wanting like intelligence.
Yeah, no, just
Okay.
It's already broken, so
Okay, so
so if it breaks more,
we're not worried about it.
no, we're not worried about it. Oh, sounds like progress. Let's do one that correct. Oh, yeah! Oh, look, you can see the old paint color back there. That's the color that the room was. Oh, I do have to reinstall the new hardware.
Yeah.
I keep finding things about this house that they just Jimmy rigged. Oh. Oh my gosh. I actually did it. Okay, now let's hope after all that I don't hit it. It's kind of sheer. Dang it.
I think it's too sheer.
I could put a backing. That might be the easiest, cheapest option, because I don't want to spend a couple $100 for new blinds, especially not knowing what we're going to be doing with our room soon. So maybe I just put a fabric backing behind this, or even thicker. This is just an extra leftover curtain I have. I think that's probably what I'm gonna do. So stay tuned as we make this a little more DIY'd. At least now it can open during the daytime. Coincidentally too, today's Monday. Yesterday at church, the whole sermon series was about hosting and about sitting around a table together, and about how like Jesus brings that up. They went through all the number of times that Jesus like brought up the importance of hosting dinner around a table, and how like despite people's differences and such, it's the number one way to show them love. And I was like, I'm so excited that I'm doing this little hosty thing tomorrow, because the concept of like spiritual gifts, I feel like I've never really known what mine is. People have like very clear spiritual gifts. For a while I was like maybe communication, because I like to talk, and I feel like I'm okay at that. But I feel like just in the last couple of years, I really stepped into like hospitality and hosting as almost a spiritual gift that I'm trying to continue to develop within myself. And that makes all of this feel so fulfilling. I know on the surface level, it's like, oh, you throw silly little parties for your friends. Like, what about it? But to me, there's a really deep, beautiful meaning behind it of building community, feeding friends, and showing them love, and creating a space for them to have an enjoyable night without them having to put forth any effort or money. And it's become my favorite part of like frequent activities that I do. It's really something that I look so forward to. And I think Jordy's brought out a lot of that in me, because he's very much that way. He loves to host things, and he's always brainstorming fun things to do as a get together. And I feel like we've just kind of like fueled each other in that sense, and it's now just compounded to where we're just always scheming something. So it's pretty fun. How did I get here? Anyways, back to cutting veggies. I am listening to music which is rare. I'm usually listening to podcasts.
But I'm gonna slip.
She's especially worried about slipping when she and Carl talk about Barrett, who you'll remember from last time has also been using an alias.
I love Role Model. I'm sure you've heard of him. To me, he sounds almost kind of like Rex Orange County mixed with Dominique Fike, which are two other artists that I love. His music's a little edgy. Take it with a grain of salt, but just kind of jamming to his music right now. I went through the whole Sabrina Carpenter album. Now I'm listening to Role Model. So, onward with our veggie prep. It was a sour blackberry. Home for a little snack, but I wanted to show y'all this. Okay, y'all have been along on my oat milk journey and how I'm trying to find anything to replace Oatly because I'm addicted to it and it's just so bad for you. And mom had this, and I at first glance I was like, oh, that's just the skim Oatly. It's not as good as the regular Oatly, but it's the same ingredients. And she was like, no, I think it's different. And I was like, what do you mean? Super basic oat milk. The only ingredients, I think this is new. This has to be new. I've never seen this at a store near me. And the only ingredients are oat, sea salt, and citrus fiber. I actually didn't process that. Citrus fiber. I've never seen that. And I was apprehensive. I'm like, this is not gonna froth. And it did. It did froth. And the taste is good. It's not like Oatly, which is great. But I kind of feel like maybe adding a little bit of your own fat to this, like a little bit of coconut oil. Actually, we should try that for matcha before we leave. Let's do it. Add a little bit of fat and see if it gets the same kind of like fatty, because it froths. It just is kind of missing that like tongue coat sensation, like milk, because milk has fat, you know?
Right.
And this I'm sure has like literally no fat. Let's see. 0 saturated fat, has 1 gram total, but like I think it needs more fat. I think it's the only thing. So we should try that. Yeah. When you make your matcha mom, you just pour it into here like I do with mine?
Yeah.
Okay, I know yours is a different brand, so I didn't know if it could handle it.
Yeah.
But I want to do it. Oh, yours says iced, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, hi. I'm doing an experiment with the blog. I'm gonna try adding melted coconut oil into this new healthy oat milk to see if it makes it taste like the unhealthy oat milk, but still be healthy. So I melted a little bit of this coconut oil. I'm gonna try to froth it on cold in a matcha. I'm gonna add a little make bowl too. Yeah, we'll see. Oh, I don't know if that worked very well. Oh, it kind of made it weird. I think the coconut oil is not the move because it gets solid at certain temperatures. I'm dumb. Coconut oil has like a solid point of what, like 72 degrees or something crazy like that. So it just kind of solidified and clumped. But we'll see taste wise. I'm sure texture's weird. Honestly, taste-wise, it did get a little bit creamier. What other oils would work? Does anybody have any ideas? Maybe we can crack this code together and get the creamiest, healthiest iced oat matcha latte without drinking a ton of seed oil. Ghee would be so good in a hot matcha though. Almost like a bulletproof coffee situation. Iced is hard. Ice is hard. Would love any ideas. I will be reading the comments. Thank you very much.